linebacker, Baltimore Ravens, Roquan Smith had something to say about the game plan for the Chiefs. And I really want to get your opinion on this because this is kind of something a lot of people online were just kind of surprised that he would say, or maybe, and also too, I'll ask you this. It may be something that he just doesn't want to give up the game plan. It's oftentimes media is going to come to an offensive player or defensive player saying, what's your game plan for the upcoming team? And you give a very vanilla answer. But his answer was just interesting, to say the least. Well, I'm going to play Roquan Smith's comment here, or his clip here.
Okay.
I think first and foremost, just eliminating the run, making the guys one-dimensional, just like any other game. And once you make a team one-dimensional and knowing exactly what they'll do in given situation, it gives us a chance as a defense to really pin our ears back and do exactly what we would like to do.
So that comment got a lot of people talking about saying, like, well, you're going to stop the run and make them one-dimensional and just pass the ball. I mean, like, do you really want to do that with a Patrick Mahomes-led team? This isn't Mitch Trubisky back there. This is Patrick Mahomes, like, what do you make of his answer there? And obviously he's really not giving us anything anyway, but like, I mean, just saying that stopping the run to make them a one-dimensional team. This isn't Najee Harris and Mitch Trubisky. This is Patrick Mahomes we're talking about here.
Yeah. I mean, so teams, I don't care what you do. You want to make a team one-dimensional, right? They understand that one of our strong suits is Pacheco. They understand that. And Pacheco gets going, then it opens up the entire offense, okay? Because not only you had to worry about the run, now you have to worry about the pass. And so we know the run opens up the pass. And Pacheco gets going, then that's going to be a long day for them. They understand that. And at that point, you can just start picking them apart. So they're saying, well, look, if we stuff the run, okay, let the Chiefs get into throwing the football a whole lot, we're expecting our front line, our defensive line to come get them. We're going to run some blitzes. And so they believe, okay, that their secondary could go against our wide receivers. They believe that, like last year in the playoffs, when you had one-on-one with Travis Kelce, and was it Hamilton? He's going to be able to stop him. So that's probably what they're thinking. But he's giving this part of vanilla answer. He's not going to give the whole game plan away. So that's all he's just saying. Look, we stop the run, to get him into passing. Then we're just going to come after him. That's what we're going to do. They understand first. Okay. So part of that game plan goes into knowing we have a rookie left tackle. All right. We're going to talk football here. Okay. And schemes. So you got a rookie left tackle. One thing you can do is, well, how about we confuse him a little bit? How about we bring some big dogs against this guy? Because we haven't seen him play the entire game. We only seen the first quarter from him, really. He hadn't gone against, your top people, but we're going to find it out. We're going to test it. Same thing with Juwan Taylor. Juwan Taylor's been a little banged up. He's coming back this week. So they're going to test him. They're going to test our running backs. If we bring more guys than they can block, then we win. That's how they feel. And so they might think that Patrick's stepping back in the pocket trying to throw deep passes. That's what they're thinking, right? And so what do? Cover 4, cover 3 that you can do, maybe some cover 2 every once in a while. You run, a few posts down the middle, but not that much. It takes a little time to do it. But they know that we do a lot of motioning. And so if let's say they run man and then all of a sudden they bring blitz off of that man, okay, that they're covering. You can scheme up a lot of different ways, man, to try to attack the Chiefs. He's just kind of giving one. So I think he understands if we get our running game going, it's going to be a big problem for him. Because then all of a sudden you have to defend everything. Now you got to defend every blade of grass out there on the field. So I think that's part of what he's saying.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the kind of game log from last time, we tried to get the run game going with Pacheco. Pacheco had 24 carries for 68 yards in that game. So I mean, we tried to get that going with him. I mean, yeah, we ran it to death with 24 carries is a lot in this day and age, especially for us.
Yeah.
But 24 for 68 didn't really get much going on the ground there, but it did enough for them to respect the run at least. Yeah, I mean, you would say 24 for 68. That's shutting it down, I would say, right?
Well, you can't just look at the raw numbers, because it's all situational. So if you needed 3 or 4 yards to get their first down to keep the drive going, that's the problem, right? So you got to stop team in spots. Third down might be one of them. Okay, so we get first downs with our legs. That's a problem, and so they're sitting there thinking like we can't give up the third down. We're trying to get the team off third down. That's what we're trying to do. Get them in third or long or third whatever that we feel we can attack them, right? But if it's third and short, now they got Samjay P. Ryan, they got Carson Steele, they got Pacheco. They can run the football, they run the play action. They can do anything off of that. They can do the reverse. So it gives us a bevy of like options of what the things we can do. So I think that's part of the problem. Like looking at the raw numbers is one thing, but also too, you got to look at the spurts and when we are successful running the football. Okay, so.
Yeah, to talk about, we have our whole thing with the left side with Kingsley being the starter, but they have some newcomers in the offensive line. Well, they have one starting. So Andrew Voorhees, a guy that we wanted 2 years ago, who missed pretty much last year because of his injury that he had late in the season at USC. I mean, he's pretty much a rookie. It's a second year in the league, but it's a rookie, first year playing. He's going to be starting on the O-line. And on the right side, right tackle, it seems like they kind of haven't really committed to their right tackle. I mean, there's indications they may be kind of doing a rotation at right tackle with the Ravens. So, I mean, well, we have our concerns at left tackle. Not concerns, but, an unknown there, giant, like unknown with Kingsley. They're going to have, their problems with the right tackle spot, and then you also have the newcomer in Voorhees. So they got two different spots there where they could be vulnerable as well. I mean, is that something that you think the Chiefs will kind of exploit with trying to move around Chris Jones on the D line?
Yeah, that's going to happen anyway. I think that's been our scheme for the past couple of years. We just needed Chris to get comfortable. Last year, he got real comfortable as far as moving in and out. The first time he tried it, I think he was still learning how to do it. He couldn't just become a defensive end. So it was like, look, Chris, you still kill guys out there, defensive tackle, taking on double teams and all those different things, or just one-on-ones. That's what we want to be able to try to do. So even if you go out here to the defensive end, you'll still win. So moving him.
Come on, baby. Go. Yes. That's a first down. It's a first down. It's a first down. This football season, I'll be putting down normal sodas like Coca-Cola for Olipop. Olipop offers a healthier alternative with its low sugar content and natural ingredients. Olipop is more than just a drink. It's a wellness companion that supports your digestive health. Packed with prebiotics, this fizzy elixir helps promote good bacteria in your gut, leading to improved digestion and overall well-being. So go ahead, click the link in the description and use promo code SODALOVE and get your can of Olipop so you can enjoy the game guilt-free. Go Chiefs. Use the promo code SODALOVE for 15% off now.
Around, man, is gonna change everything. Now we got Cam in there too. Okay, he's gonna be able to come in and give him a little break from doing some things. So I do believe that we had to go into the game doing the same game plan like we did last year, keeping Lamar in the box. Okay, but also too, you got to stop the run. They got Derrick Henry back there, man. That sucker is a load. They're gonna try to make sure. And that's what they try to do is they try to take a little bit off of Lamar's plate of running the football, okay? Give it to the big guy back here. Just hand it off to him and let him work. So this is a little bit different thing that we see in Marcus. This is a different team than it was last year. So let's just be honest, okay? It's not going to be an easy thing, but it is going to be right there in Arrowhead or GHA Stadium, whatever you want to call it, field or whatever, all right? But they understand it's hostile territory. They're coming in, but we're going to be coming after them.
Yeah, we got Ian Wicks here. I believe is a Ravens fan based on his comments.
Who's that?
Ian Wicks, this person commenting.
Okay.
So he pretty much second that Chris Jones is going to have a field day with their offensive line, especially the right side. And then he talks about their right guard. And Falele moves like he's a cement, and he looks like he moves and he's in cement. And I'll say this with him, and I mean, I don't really know much about their guard situation, but I do know the tackle spot's kind of like a revolving door. They don't really know which one's going to go with. And that's two guys on that right side. And we're also talking about Voorhees, who's a first-time starter. I mean, it's not the same Ravens team as last year. This team is, it's got some issues, got some holes on the offensive line. And they're going to have to find out what they got against Chris Jones, the best defensive tackle in the league, and the second most sacks in the league last year in this defensive line. So they got their hands full.
They do. No question about it. So, they got their own issues and problems. What we've seen in the preseason, okay, we challenged our D-line. Are they going to look different than what they did in the preseason? Okay, and there's some concerns there. Obviously, Chris is coming back, trying to get into some shape. These next couple of weeks, he's going to be gassed. He's going to be a little gassed. So we had to, dispel him at times. But it is about stopping the run. That's what we were sitting there saying, like, do we have another defensive tackle that's going to be able to come out here and show what he can do? Same thing with the defensive end. We know we got Karlaftis. FAU, we've been looking for him to, to stand up. So it's gonna take that entire front. Okay, Bolton's coming back. We know our linebackers could run. As long as they don't get engaged, because our linebackers got some smaller frame. Drew, in particular, may be part of the issue. But they're gonna have their own problems. The question is, do they keep running Henry? That's the question. How does he look going up here with the Ravens? And look, we know we're going to have our hands full. So make no mistake about it. But I think Spags going to have these guys ready. I know they're going to have these guys ready. So I ain't got no problem in thinking that. Like I said, they got their own problems, but I know it's not going to be just an easy thing for us.
Yeah, Derrick Henry has had some tough games against us in the past, but yeah, I mean he's Derrick Henry, and now you put him with a quarterback like Lamar. That's one thing too. Everyone keeps talking about Derrick Henry going to Baltimore. He's never had a quarterback like Lamar before. Derrick Henry's never really had a talented quarterback. I mean, I'll say Tannehill had his years, but these guys are nothing compared to Lamar Jackson. So.
Man, you can't put Tannehill and Lamar Jackson in the same sentence. Hey, sorry, it's the truth of it. And also, too, they got a cast of guys throw the ball around as well. Tight ends, wide receivers. So Lamar's got some weapons around him, man. This offense is going to be real. This is the real deal. Likely, he's another tight end. So they're looking to try to seek some revenge, Marcus. Seriously, from that playoff loss from us last year. That hurt. That absolutely hurt. Man, them jokers were stung. They didn't know what to do. Heck, all the analysts out here that chose the Ravens, okay? How many of those guys had to backtrack and eat crow and all of? Oh, okay. Now y'all knew the Chiefs was for real. Y'all didn't believe in any of the Chiefs what they were going to do. So obviously, you come back this year, everybody's picking the Chiefs. You might have a couple people riding the Ravens fan, but no, don't do it now. Don't come on. Stay where you at. We told you stay where you at last year. Okay, stay on the couch. Go on and keep the same energy. Right? That's how they say it. Keep the same energy. So
stay on that side. Yeah, and I remember on this show exactly. We had a lot of Ravens fans. The Ravens flocked to our Chief Concerns comments, and we had to make the receipt videos because there were so many confident Ravens fans saying they were going to, dominate us. They're going to roll us, beat us by 3 or 4 scores, and obviously that didn't happen. And so we had to make our receipt video highlighting some of the comments that we got. And I'll say, I think leading up to the AFC Championship game, we had a lot of people in our chat. And right now we only have, one Ravens fan in here, and he's, just talking ball, not really talking, not really saying anything, which is smart on his part. I will say he did mention a comment here that Derrick Henry has had some good games against us. Yeah, according to StatMuse, in the 4 games that Henry's played against us in his career, he's gone. Okay, so he's had 2 games of over 100 yards. So 2019 he had 188 yards rushing. 2022 he had 115 yards rushing. 2021, 86 yards on 29 carries. And 2016, 9 carries for 58 yards. So 2 games over 100 yards, 2 games below 100 yards. But again, he's never had a quarterback like Lamar Jackson. He's had Marcus Mariota and Ryan Tannehill and Will Levis.
Totally different offense. Totally different offense. Yeah, back then it wasn't even he was the offense, period. That was it, point blank. Now he can kind of sit back a little bit, like, shoot, I'm gonna let our quarterback let him do the work. Shoot, former MVP in the NFL, a 2-time MVP, right? If I'm not mistaken. So He ain't playing with chopped liver. Sorry, Marcus Mariota, okay, and Tannehill, and whoever else he played with down in Tennessee. All them suckers take a seat. I'm just telling you. So it's going to be a whole different time.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.